Hey, this is Judge and Wade's bringing you some Bulldog with the Slug action. Now, before I get into this commentary, though, I want you to listen to this live listen in.
All right, Bill, stay on our side of the map. I mean, Judgment.
Oh, are you serious? Can't go in the enemy spawn.
All I know is we're always doing good until you do. All of a sudden you're over there and we get shot in the back.
Gotcha. How far can I go up? Like to that mine thing?
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm lagging already.
Lag.
Bad.
That's not bad. Not for Call of Duty Ghosts. Where are they? Boom!
They all ran backwards.
And I want to go in that spawn.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back there just so I can see someone.
Hey!
Someone.
Go throw a grenade and then I'll come right back.
Throw it really far because I think they're really far back there.
Yeah,
Oh! I think I hit a tree. Oh
I'm
man!
shooting them over at the boat, guys.
Alright, so I don't know if you picked up on that, but my friends did not want me going into the enemy spawn because they're sniping on this map, and usually when I go into the enemy spawn, it flips the spawn and the people start spawning behind them and then they get killed and then they get all mad at me. So I tried to stay in my own spawn, but as you can see right here, once again, I'm moving in there, but I thought that was pretty funny just taking myself out with that thermobaric grenade. But as you can see, like I said, I'm running the Bulldog with a Slug attachment. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm sure most of you guys are aware of this, but when you use a shotgun in Call of Duty, normally it shoots buckshot. It's like 6 to 8 pellets, 6 to 8 round BBs that fly out there and they kind of spread out as they're going out and they manage to take people out. All right, but if you put on the Slug attachment, it's like firing one big bullet. I'm talking like big, pretty thick, like the size of your pinky, flying out of that shotgun. So you only get one projectile and it almost becomes like a sniper rifle, if you will. Now, of course, there's advantages and disadvantages to both. If you're running the buckshot, double-up buckshot or something like that, you don't have to be as accurate because you get that nice spread with all of those little BBs. But if you're running the Slug, then you definitely have to be more accurate. You have to be actually on target like you would with a sniper rifle. And, of course, you're going to get more distance. The buckshot kind of goes away after a certain way. But in hardcore, you can actually... Oh, and watch this. This is a big-time fail. I could not bring that gun down with all that recoil. But like I was saying, in hardcore, if you have the Slug attachment, you can actually one-shot somebody across the map. I mean, look at the distances that I'm getting with this weapon. In fact, I think I have this one clip where I'm shooting somebody all the way across the map on Stonehaven with the Slug and get a one-shot kill on and take them out. Now, of course, there's, advantages and disadvantages to both things that you run. If you run the buckshot or the normal route, you don't have to be as accurate. You can kind of hip fire and take somebody out, especially in hardcore. The range really stinks on that when you're using the buckshot. Obviously you're going to get a lot better range when you're running the Slug, like I was talking about, but you have that added thing that you have to be dead on a target, right on a target, and if you miss, especially in hardcore, you're basically dead with that first shot. So I wouldn't really recommend running the Slug attachment. It's just kind of fun and just kind of a challenge there. You see me popping that guy's head, but just kind of fun, like I said, to kind of switch it up. Now, if, say, you do want to run this, you might want to put on a grip instead of that red dot. Like I said, I like the red dot because I can shoot somebody across the map and pop their head off. But, with that recoil, a grip probably makes more sense, or maybe even a suppressor or something like that. Now, I do like the Bulldog, though. Kind of reminds me of my very own shotgun. I have a Mossberg 930 series. It's the SPX 8, and that thing is pretty sweet. I call it the poor man's Benelli because I can't afford a Benelli. Oh, check this out. But pretty nice shotgun. I should show you guys in a video picture of it. Let me know if you'd like to see the weapons that I have. I know some of you guys don't like guns and don't like me having guns, but I do, and maybe I just come from a different background, different culture as you do, so let me know if you'd like to see those. But I wanted to shift gears and actually talk to you guys about the Super Bowl, about the two teams. I'm really excited about this Super Bowl. I am a Chicago Bears fan. They're not in it, not even close. You know, very frustrating season as usual being a Chicago Bears fan. But I am really looking forward to this Super Bowl. And I was talking to a Kingdom Soldier and I was talking to Jesus Freak on who they wanted to see in this. Both of them are rooting for Seattle, though Jesus Freak said he'd really like to see Peyton Manning go out with another ring. And I tell you what, you know, that's exactly how I feel. If I'm rooting for a team, I'm probably rooting for Seattle, but if I'm rooting for a player, I'm rooting for Peyton Manning. I have nothing but the highest respect for this guy. And I tell you what, I kind of wanted to talk about him and his Christianity. Both quarterbacks for both of these teams, and check out this moment. Both of these quarterbacks are Christians, but both of them have kind of interesting things about them and how they approach Christianity. If you look at Peyton Manning, this guy, like I said, he's just a class act, you know. Here's the thing. He's not very vocal about his faith. He's one of these types of people that lets his actions speak for him. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know, they don't really talk about Christianity. He does. He does talks. He does go to Christian high schools and youth groups, and he will talk to the kids about priorities and things like that. But, you know, other than that, he's just not very out there, not like a Tim Tebow or a Reggie White or something like that. And I'm sure some of you like that about him. You know, I kind of wish he was a little bit more out there and shared that a little bit more. You know, on the other hand, though, this guy's a class act. I mean, I'm sure he's got his flaws and everything like that. But when you look at this guy, he's just different. And his character says a whole lot. So I can understand it. I also know that he's got a fear of kind of being a target. For instance, he says, you know, once in a while he likes to have a beer. You know, if you have a beer and you're a Christian, though, some people could look at you and be like, oh, man, look at him. He's a Christian and he's having a beer, you know, and give him a hard time about that. You know, there's a lot of judging that goes on from both the Christian community and the non-Christian community. So he doesn't want to bring that attention, or probably better yet, he doesn't want to bring that criticism to Christianity, which I can understand that. You know, I've got a little bit of a YouTube thing going on right here, you know, and I get a lot of criticism from both Christians and non-Christians. And I'm not talking about Christians, you know, holding me accountable. You know, I'm talking more the criticism and the judging type of thing. So I can understand that. You know, on the other side of it, you know, you look at the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson. Just recently, him and 3 of his teammates, and I think a couple of the coaches, made a video where they actually shared their faith. And each one of them shares, you know, some things about themselves and their faith journey. And they also had an invitation to come to Christ at the end of that. And I tell you what, I really, really respected that. And I'm going to link that video. Make sure you go check it out. It's really well made. It's only 15 minutes long, and I think you're going to really like that. But, you know, I'm wondering, you know, which way do you go? Are you the type of person that really focuses on, you know, walking your walk and you kind of leave it all up to that? Or are you the type of person that kind of puts it out there and will tell people? You know, I want to encourage you to be both, because I think we need to tell people, but I think, you know, it's really important that our walk backs up what we're saying. So I just want to challenge you with that. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know too who you think's going to win the Super Bowl or who you're rooting for. And if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. It just helps get it out there. But guys, as always, take care and God bless.